Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. Last part, we finished off heading through the dungeon and we finally got to the center of it and we found out who the boss is right at the center of the dungeon. So in this part, it's time for the final battle. Time for the final boss fight against the most powerful greed in the whole game. Going up against Shiori. And this boss is by far and away the most difficult boss in the whole game. It has a fuck ton of HP, its defenses are really high, and it does and it also causes, you know, it causes a lot of damage, can take a lot of damage. Something else which is kind of annoying as well is the fact that you basically start off with 3 random members of your party. So in this case we started off with Mitsuki, Rion, and Mr. Goro. So what happens is, as you go through the fight, once you've taken off a certain percentage of his health, or her health I should say, once you've taken off a certain percentage of her health, then then once you've taken off that certain percentage, then the character that you're using is then locked out of the final boss fight. Basically, you can't use her anymore. And now the same thing's happening again with Shio. Wow, he didn't last long at all. And then we get in the next party member. So basically, this goes on. Basically, this is going to go on until you've used every single member of your party in the boss fight. Shit. Change or antidote, one or t'other. Yeah, this is why I got a fuck ton of health restoring potions and these kind of potions to restore or to cure status ailments and all that. Need to get a fuck ton. In terms of the attacks that she can do, she does a ridiculously huge amount of them. So, you know, and that's kind of the annoying thing. Oh, Yuki's going. There you go. The biggest problem with her is the fact that she has so many fucking attacks that she can use. And it's also the fact that she's really fucking fast, like ridiculously fast. And she has attacks which hit really hard. She's able to cause every single status ailment in the game, which is fucking annoying. And she's also super fast as well. I just healed myself. Shit. Fuck it. So yeah. She causes so much fucking damage. You want to get as many health potions as you possibly can. And her defenses are ridiculous as well. Oh, well. Sora's gone down, so that's not good. Oh shit. And now Rion's trapped. Fuck. Everything's going wrong. Hey, come on, Asuka. Let's do this. What am I thinking? Resurrection. I haven't got a lot of... Wow, I'd forgotten how little resurrection spells I'd actually got left. Yeah, she also has... Shiori also has attacks which can knock you down as well, which is very irritating. So yeah, she pretty much has, in terms of final boss, it's a really good final boss because it has all of the annoying all of the annoying elements throughout the entire game are here for you to have to kind of deal with. So yeah, she is a really big pain in the ass. Oh. And now Asuka's gone as well. Here's Ko. Time for Ko to fight back. I think, if I remember correctly, I think Ko is, whether you have him out at this point or not, he is the last one to go down, I think. So, yeah. Just want to whack her as much as you can. There isn't really a strategy here, it's just... shit, what's going on? There we go. There isn't really a strategy here. It's pretty much just... you know, because each of the attacks is telegraphed. So it's pretty easy to work out what is going to happen next. So, you know, it's all a case of, you know, just making sure you avoid the right moves when you can. Yeah, so really the only thing I can really say is power up your weapons for everyone in your party as much as possible. Have the best accessories, have the best accessories possible, and have the best armor possible when you go into this. Get your characters up to at least level between 60 and 65 is good. And once you've got everybody up to that level, then you should have no real problems. It's just all about healing yourself when you need to, and just really trying to lay on the damage as thickly as you possibly can throughout the course of the fight. You see that fight? How long did it take me? It took 17 minutes. So yeah, that's with New Game Plus, best armor for pretty much everybody. My weapons pretty much fully powered up. Everybody's around about level between level 63 to 66, 67. So yeah, first playthrough it can be really fucking difficult, but as long as you keep laying on the damage and avoiding the attacks when you can, then it's relatively easy and straightforward. Yeah, so yeah, she's not done yet. Because of course it's a JRPG final boss. We can't have, you know, we can't have just one form. We have to have the Princess of Doom, final form of Shiori. You sure about that? Time to fight. Again. Here we go. Last fight. Again, I kind of like that little touch there, that it's actually Shiori's voice coming through at the end there. Yeah, so this character, so the second form is faster, and it has a lot of wide-ranging attacks. It also, and she also hits, I think, harder than the first form. However, the big difference between the two, between the forms, is that basically, from a defensive standpoint, she is has a lot less armor, so she takes, so therefore she takes more damage. So actually, I find the second phase a fair bit easier. So once you've got her health down a little bit, what's that, about half? Yeah, once you've gone down halfway, she then does this thing. So yeah, what you gotta do is you just gotta, you wanna just break all this stuff. You know, the thing which I hate in this game more than anything else, but that a boss does, is when it summons like another like mooks for you to deal with before you can take on the boss. She doesn't do that, so yeah, less of a problem. But still, man, she, like I say, she hits like a fucking truck. So again, it's that thing of, it's all about just dodging. The attacks are all pretty telegraphed, so dodge them when you can. Just keep smacking her whenever you possibly can, and just really keep going. Use your special attacks whenever they're available to you. And again, she's a bit of a pain in the ass when it comes to, you know, because she can still cause all the status ailments that within the game. So yeah, she's a bit of a pain in the ass, but she goes down a little bit easier, and that's because of the fact that she's pretty, you know, her defenses are pretty shoddy. So even though she hits a bit harder, so damn it, that didn't do anything. I hate it when that happens. You've lined up an attack which is going to cause a lot of damage, and they teleport away or they dodge out the way of it. Yeah, so now, same thing again. Am I going to heal myself? Thank you, Tom. Oh yeah, so I'm at level 68 now. Oh, shit. Not doing well. There we go. So yeah, between level... for this boss, the two stages of this boss, it's like, if you want to have the earliest you can do it, it's probably level 60 to 65. If you want to have... Heal yourself. Thank you. If you want to have an easier time, then yeah, you want to use... Then you want to be level 65 to 70, which is where I'm at, fortunately, because of New Game Plus. There we go. We're almost done. Damn it. Yeah, at this point I was just like, fuck it. Dead! And we're done. Got up to level 69. Nice. Before the end of the game. So boom. Final boss is officially done. And Shiori drops off the edge. Ko, this wasn't a very smart move, buddy. Do you really think this is a good idea? Just basically killed himself. What the fuck? But yeah, that's the final boss. Pretty difficult, but as long as you've got lots of healing items and your dodge game is pretty good, then you won't have too much trouble with it, to be fair. But like I say, first time I played this game, it was fucking hard. Very, very hard. I think with New Game Plus and the amount of money I've got at the end of New Game Plus to be able to max out on all the healing items made this a lot easier. It's also, I think, it's also fairly easy to kind of bum rush it and kind of bullshit your way through it by just, you know, standing there and smacking the shit out of him. I actually do really like this scene. We have a bit of I don't know, a bit of comedic relief, a bit of niceties before we move on to the next part of the story. But yeah, with the greed inside Shiori defeated, all the rest of the greeds are dying, and the giant eclipse, Pandora's box, is disappearing, slowly disappearing now. Everyone's going away. The world is saved. So yeah, everybody's just fine as well, just to give you that bit of a comfort, I suppose, just to let you know that everybody's just fine. Shiori? Oh yeah, a little bit of jealousy there. So yeah, that's that. It's all done. Pretty soon everything's going to go back to the way it was. Ko, you might want to get up quickly, buddy. They're almost here. You might suffer a bit of embarrassment here, pal. So everybody's here, including June and Ryota and Toa. They're all here as well. Everybody's just fine. Yeah, so Ko decides to get up just in case. And yeah, Shiori says it. She's fine knowing that they are going to be by her side. By Ko's side, because, yeah. Yeah, Shiori can't be saved. Because that's the whole point. It's that while the greed was here, and once while the influence of the greed inside her was exerting its influence across the world, across Morimiya, then of course she still survives. The lie is still kept going and kept into reality, as it were. But we destroyed the greed that was inside her, so that all means that the influence of the greed and of the eclipse is gone, which means, yeah, means Shiori has to go as well, unfortunately. So yeah, I kind of actually, this ending here I kind of like. as sad as it might be, because there are so many times in, it's done in anime a lot where, the power of friendship and love is enough to kind of bring that person kind of back, that they're gonna, that they're gonna be able to come back. That the hero is going to do what he wants to do because he's a shonen protagonist. But here it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. If the greed is if the greed is gone, then that means that the reality of Shiori still being alive has to go too. So it's pretty much a thing where, if you want to save the world, then Shiori has to go. As sad as it is. And again, the talk that she has with everybody else, but she's kind of ignoring Ko at this point. She's telling it to everybody else, like thanking them and wanting them to kind of make sure that Ko's going to be okay, make sure that he's going to be just fine after she's gone. And I think it's because she knows it's kind of pointless talking to Ko about this, because he's just obsessed with, it's saying he wants to save her. He wants to save her more than anything, and he's just not going to listen to reason about it at all. And that's kind of it, you know. It's kind of in a... You know, it's just that thing of, you know, Ko would keep going and he just won't accept it. And so I find that kind of interesting. That she decided to have a... And it's... We get it from the reaction from Ko as well, that everybody else is like accepting it, and he's just not. He doesn't want to accept it, so he's just not going to. But he doesn't really have a... It's so sad. But then at this point, he doesn't have an option but to accept reality at this point. And I think he also kind of knew that basically it's either protect Shiori, save Shiori, or save the world. And so he knew what the right choice was to make in the end anyway. But there you go. That's it for this part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. What? We're not done? No, we're not. So join me next time for the next part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus, when we'll be starting the epilogue of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. So yeah, see you next time.